reaction episode because it was a beautiful blue tsunami last night. Joining me once again is Paul. Say hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Oh, what a glorious night it was. We have hope like we haven't had hope in quite some time.
Yeah,
The Democrats actually won every major race they were up in.
I love it. I saw a bunch of videos on TikTok where people's reactions, like in pubs and bars and stuff like that, from the different areas where the elections was held, and when they said the projected winners, the Democrats, people were losing their minds.
And for those of you who's seen the strobe light on Paul, he's got a flickering candle there in front of him.
I
It's really
do.
flickering now.
I've already got a Christmas candle lit, pine scented. Go ahead and just chastise me. I know.
But anyway, and you might notice my picture up here. It's a picture of past Democrat presidents. Bill Clinton is there, John F. Kennedy, uh, Jimmy Carter. So the FDR right there. So basically, I just wanted to have a little decoration just to kind of irritate the MAGA crowd that might actually tune in to hate watch because I love triggering the MAGAs. It's so
Hate
much fun,
watch. You're crazy. Hate watch.
and they do. They absolutely do. Look at the go to YouTube and look at the people commenting on the View videos. They are
Uh,
hate watching.
did you see the View today? Who was on it?
I saw yesterday was Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yesterday is what it was. Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I can't believe the woman is talking sense.
Well, she actually sounded better than she sounded in a long time, and she still sounded crazy. Let's just be honest. She did not give up the craziness yet, but
So, but yeah, but yeah, I woke up and I saw some social media posts complaining, said, "Well, New York's going to a shithole, New York City, because of the mayor there, and a lot of people complaining, Muslim this, Muslim that." And I'm sitting here, wasn't it Trump that just made a couple $1 billion or something from some Muslims and had them over to the White House?
um,
Correct
what
me if I'm
what
wrong.
are the what are the Qataris? Are they Muslim?
I don't know. I had to Google that, and I don't have my iPad right now.
I really don't know, but I know they gave the $1 billion jet that cost more to renovate than it would have to buy a brand new one. And we're still in the shutdown, and that's one thing I wanted to point out. I've got a screenshot from his live social, as I like to call it. If the computer will catch up here, but it is Trump actually really saying that Republicans are the reason for the shutdown.
I think I saw someone else post about that.
I will read it here in a minute, but I just want, like always, I want to share my work. But he literally said Trump wasn't on the ballot and shutdown were the two reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight, according to pollsters.
How
That
would he
is
be?
flat out saying that the Republicans are responsible for the shutdown.
How would he or could he be on the ballot? Because you're not voting for president, or he can't be voted back in. I don't get it.
That that's been the point. And Jon Stewart on the Daily Show talked about that and how he cannot run again. He can never be on the ballot again. Of course, we'll see what happens because we know he's not going without a fight if he actually survives these 4 years. And I'm not wishing death on him. So get that out of your minds right now, people. But he is old and he has clearly got health issues. He's clearly got mental capacity issues. I mean, the man tweeted out, or whatever you want to call it, that he was more popular than Jesus. He literally said that on a social media post. he has gone completely unhinged.
Yeah. Um,
But as
and
far as what he said about not being on the ballot, yes, his policies and Republicans refusing to keep him in check are exactly why the Democrats won. And I want to point out, because I keep seeing everybody parroting what Jesse Waters said on Fox News. Well, the Democrats won big in blue states. What a surprise. They didn't just win big in blue states. They JD Vance actually endorsed his brother, his stepbrother, in the Cincinnati mayor's race. He lost huge. Like you talking too big to rig. I've got it pulled up here. If I which I've just got to figure out which one it is. Here it is. When my computer catches up. This is from newrepublic.com. Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Purtival had handily defeated Vice President J.D. Vance's half brother Tuesday. Purtival, a Democrat, trounced Corey Bowman, securing an early and humiliating lead over the Republican challenger. The final vote tally found that Purivan, well, now there's a misprint there because it's Purival, won 78% of the vote with 51,698 votes, while Bowman seized a meager 14,383 votes, totaling just 22%, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer.
yeah,
Right there.
I was seeing that hashtag on social media today saying what was it?
Too big to rig is what Trump
Too
said
big to
about
rig. That's what it
the last
was.
election, in which he won all of a total of 1/3 of the actual votes. It was too big to rig when he won 1/3 of the votes.
Yeah, because a lot of people stayed at home the last time.
So 1/3 of the people did not vote,
So
and
that's
the
what
other third voted for mostly Kamala. And then if the other people had actually voted for Kamala instead of independents, Kamala would have been president.
Yep. I think she
And
was anyways.
If Musk and Dominion hadn't screwed with the election, then or not Dominion, was it what was the ones that did the election?
It was Elon Musk's computers that did it.
It was I can't remember what because Dominion was the ones who sued Fox for saying election fraud and won huge and got a couple people fired from Fox. And Fox, the owner of Fox, actually testified under oath that he knew his reporters lied.
Oh yeah.
So,
So
but yeah, that was one race, and that's very telling that the vice president under Trump could not get more than 22% of the vote for his own stepbrother when he endorsed him.
well, I saw also where any kind of the where what any candidate that Trump endorsed, they lost.
Yeah, every single candidate Trump endorsed lost, including Cuomo, who lost to Zoran Mamdani. And what I love about that is all the people that kept saying, well, Trump won. Now are you moving out of the country? How many people swore they were going to flee New York City if Mamdani won? And now they're all backtracking on it. Imagine that.
You gotta love it. It just writes itself.
Yep. But Virginia had a huge night for Democrats. They went from a Republican majority to a Democrat super majority in one
Wow.
night. Um, Georgia, the very red state of Georgia, saw two seats flip for the first time in 25 years. And again, showing my work here,
They
but
flipped the blue.
the Atlanta Journal Constitution in upset, Democrats win in PSC races that could affect Georgia power bills. Republican incumbent commissioners Fitz Johnson and Tim Echols were defeated by Democratic challengers Peter Hubbard and Alice Johnson. So it was not just blue states that got this. It was actually, and of course, there's a a paywall in this article, so I can't go into the article and read it, but it was blue states that won for the Democrats. It was red states that won for the Democrats. It was swing states that won for the Democrats. And of course, we had the first um, Prop 50 election or vote. The first time gerrymandering has been on the election ballot for the Democrats to gerrymander the state of California,
and it
and it
passed.
passed easily. And of course, you have the Republicans who are complaining
They were
about
whining.
Prop 50. And I'd like to remind you, if you are a Republican complaining about Prop 50, please explain to me, how is it wrong for Gavin Newsom to put the gerrymandering of the state on a ballot for the people to vote and decide on, but it is not wrong for Republicans to ignore the desires of their constituents and not ask their constituents if they should gerrymander or not, and gerrymander to completely steal power because they know they are losing, because Republicans are refusing to listen to the voters right now. Mike Johnson today was saying that last night did nothing, and it proves nothing, that the Republicans are on the right track. Clearly, they are not. They got slaughtered last night, just flat out slaughtered. So
Yeah, I saw
if
where he
Republicans
said.
don't want to take advice from what happened last night, that's on them.
Yeah, I saw where he said, like in a speech to someone, or he's talking to someone at the microphone. He said, if the Democrats win in 2026, he said there'll be impeachments. He said everybody will be gone. He said they'll don't do anything we ever done for the country. And I saw the comments down below it. They said, "And is there a problem with this? Anybody else see a problem with this? No."
And that's the problem is Republicans don't see the damage they're doing. And as we're recording this, the Supreme Court is looking into Trump's tariffs, which should definitely be declared illegal. Will they do anything about it or not? Who knows? Because it was deemed by the courts that Trump has to fund SNAP. And instead of helping to feed people in need, he's appealing the decision to prevent having to fund SNAP during the Republican shutdown. That, as I said, he admitted to last night or this morning, whenever it was, when they lost so bad that Republicans are responsible for it.
Well, they did it to themselves.
Yep.
So,
So it's amazing the way the Republicans are just completely blind to everything going on. It is amazing that people continue to blame the Democrats. Like, literally, this shutdown is the second time or the third time under Trump with complete Republican control the government has shut down. It is the longest running shutdown in history, having beaten the last shutdown, which was Trump with complete Republican control. Republicans tweeted on their own account back in 2013 that if a party controls the government, a shutdown is on them. We all know Trump said in 2013 that a shutdown is a direct result of the failure of the president. So, why is it when it was a Democrat shutdown, it was the parties in control, it's their shutdown? But when it's a Republican shutdown, oh, Republicans control the House, but the Democrats are preventing the vote because we just need 7 votes from Democrats.
or they need votes from Republicans to help them pass these subsidies for the Affordable Health Care Act.
Well, Democrats have been asking for one thing, one thing to protect insurance for millions of Americans and fund the ACA and allow the tax cuts for the ACA that that big ugly bill eliminates. That's
Yeah,
all they're asking for.
that's all they're asking for. Heaven forbid they give people health care, you know?
Republicans will not even attempt to talk to Democrats about it. Everything they say is, well, let's get the government reopened and then we'll talk about it.
Mm-mm.
No, we know Republicans can't be trusted.
They
They have
they
proven that,
lie.
and they lie constantly. And anyone who believes that the Republicans are going to do anything to help insurance benefits and premiums and such is an idiot, just plain out idiot, because we know they're going to lie. And let me point out, I just went through open enrollment for insurance at my job. In over a decade, my premiums have remained the same. Next year, my premiums go up about $20 a month.
Oh, boo wan, Chris. Do you know how much mine goes up? Mine
I'm with
triples.
I'm a state employee and mine are going up $20 a month.
Mine is
I'm
tripling.
That's my point is, if a state employee is going up that little, what is everybody else going up?
Yeah, I'm going to have to make some decisions next year.
And
Uh, do
as
I
as
pay?
far as documented, he's got issues where he has to have insurance or he cannot afford health care.
Do I pay my health insurance? Do I pay like credit card bills and stuff like that? I have to make a choice.
And that's what's happening with people on Snap. And I get so tired of, well, why don't they just get a job? First off, jobs are going away under Trump. That's why he fired the woman who actually posted the legitimate job numbers earlier this year, because they
Right.
made him look bad. And jobs have gotten worse since then. There's mass layoffs. Amazon just cut 14,000 jobs with more to come.
Well, that's
People are
with
losing their jobs.
AI. Amazon's
And,
using AI now.
well, look at Trump himself. Took this shutdown where people are furloughed and eliminated jobs, shut down programs. And how many of those people actually voted for him that work in those positions?
And he also
No.
said he ain't going to pay them.
Yeah, and
When
that's
the government
illegal.
opens back up, he ain't going to pay their back pay.
And of course, Mike Johnson, it amazes me that he said that last night proves nothing and that he can see clearly that the Republicans are doing fine when everything else he gets asked. I don't know about that. I haven't seen that. I haven't talked to him about that. That has not been made aware to me. I haven't watched that yet. Everything. That is his response. Why
Well,
is he Speaker of the House if he is that incompetent that he has absolutely no knowledge of anything going on?
well, Trump says the same thing. You know, they asked, did you see that interview with 60 Minutes?
I refuse to watch it, but I hope somebody sues 60 Minutes because of editing the interview and because Nora Donnell was given ultimatums on what she could and couldn't say.
Oh, she still cornered him.
Not enough.
Yeah.
The way I understood it, he lied constantly and she let him get away with it.
Um,
And then I saw a picture where the boss was standing there off camera watching the interview. So she was really with her hands completely tied. You can't fault her on this. It's CBS and Paramount that we've seen bow down to the emperor constantly.
that's because Trump's buddy bought CBS. Bought,
Yep.
what's the name of the media company? I forget the name of the
Paramount
media.
Skydance.
Name, try what?
Paramount Skydance.
Skydance, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, the billionaires are buying the news companies and controlling the news.
Well, and the one thing I kind of made a joke out of somebody's death, but I still stand by it. I look at Tuesday, yesterday, the election day. We had Dick Cheney pass away. We had the first ever openly gay man win People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year title, or Sexiest Man Alive title, and we had the Blue Tsunami at the polls last night for election night. It's almost as if someone was trying to say something yesterday.
Mm,
So,
yeah,
and
I wouldn't
again,
be. I'm not.
I don't
Don't be.
do what?
Yeah, don't be celebrating a death.
I'm not celebrating the death, but deaths happen, and it happened on a certain day.
Yeah,
I'm not making light of it. I'm not saying that it was a good thing. I'm saying maybe somebody's trying to tell us something.
yeah.
But
So,
but let's end with more happiness because we haven't talked about it on the regular run, so let's mention it real quick. Madonna has announced a new album, and it is a sequel to Confessions on a Dance Floor. And I love
cool.
Confessions on a Dance Floor. I am very excited to see this album come out. And also, I saw this week marks the 50th anniversary of two shows that premiered on ABC in 1975. The first one was Good Morning America. They just had their 50th anniversary, I believe, Monday. And Friday, November 7th, marks the 50th anniversary of the premiere of the pilot episode of the greatest show ever made, Wonder Woman. And I did make a special video because I have to celebrate my Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that that show is still such a pop culture cult phenomenon that it is. Like you still identify Wonder Woman with Linda Carter, and you
Oh
still
yeah.
identify Linda Carter with Wonder Woman. I mean,
Definitely.
it's and it is, and like no offense to Gal Gadot, but Linda Carter is the absolute greatest portrayal of Wonder Woman ever. Everybody will be judged by her performance.
Yes.
And that's not a knock at anybody, but Linda Carter actually nailed the role. It's like Christopher Reeve is this Superman that all others will be judged by.
Of
He
course.
nailed the role.
He is forever Superman.
So,
And she'll be
but anyway,
forever Wonder Woman.
yes, she will. And I wanna take a moment because I don't know if you saw Sabrina Carpenter dressed on stage in the Linda Carter CBS era outfit
I did see that,
on
and I was wondering
Halloween.
who that was. I thought, well, that's not Linda Carter, but she looks like her.
Oh, she didn't look anything like Linda Carter. I'm sorry,
I'm
but
talking about the body. I mean,
the outfit was very sparkly but it was definitely the 70s era Linda Carter design. Even the like the French cut pattern of the stars on the bottom, because you know the World War II era, she had stars all over the bottom
yeah,
piece, and in those 70s episodes, they made it more like a French cut bikini style of the stars. But I am not a Sabrina Carpenter fan. I don't like her music, and I'm very much a Wonder Woman fan. And you have to nail Wonder Woman right in the movies and TV shows. However, I don't care if someone dresses up as Wonder Woman with blonde hair or is a different race or whatever, because every positive image of Wonder Woman that gets out there is beneficial to the character. It promotes the character. It makes the character more loved. It brings the character to more people. I have absolutely no problem with somebody I don't like dressing up as Wonder Woman as long as it's in a positive way. And Sabrina Carpenter did not do it with any kind of malice. So, congrats to Sabrina Carpenter for pulling it off. And congrats to her for making so many people mad because, you know, people get mad at Taylor Swift for no reason, so they might as well get mad at Sabrina Carpenter for no reason too.
of course.
But but before we go, did you have anything you want to celebrate since this is a celebratory episode?
Michael Jackson is on top of the iTunes charts for with then also Thriller's charting. Thriller's been on the charts for now for over 700 months, I think it's been. So, I mean, yeah,
And
that's my only celebration because I'm
well,
a huge Michael Jackson
you
fan.
can
So,
celebrate that Madonna keeps making new records in the UK because all of her albums are recharting this year for some reason. Like
yes, Chris,
uh, True
Chris,
Blue just recharted. Yeah,
I need to remind you I'm sick, and I'm gonna
I
have to
know
get
we're
out of this.
we're we're heading out. I'm just this is the end of it, but we have to celebrate the good while we can. So,
Yes,
but anyway, Paul, feel better.
thank
We plan to
you.
be back with the regular show on Monday. But again, I wanted to come on and say yay Blue Tsunami because it's been a long time coming and we've had so much dread in politics lately that we needed to celebrate this win. And do not take this win lightly. Do not think, well, we've done it. We've proven the point. No, we've got to keep fighting, especially with the gerrymandering. We have got to go to the polls and vote for Democrats to get the Republicans out, even with the gerrymandering. If we can beat them at their own game, that would be amazing. We could get this country back on the right track, and then we can worry about the problems in the Democrat Party because they are right now the only hope we have for our democracy.
Yes.
So until next time, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.